Hello, welcome to the Age of Listening channel. I'm finally getting around to doing the air signs. Deepest apologies. Just a bit of a disclaimer. So the noise that you can hear in the background is industrialization. What I mean by that is, I'm really sorry, but I've got a fan on, I have got a dehumidifier on, I'm actually canning because my desk is in the kitchen, so I have got some food canning. I tell you, it's industrial, and I did think, oh, just leave it, but I've got another I'm going to leave that there, 3 or 4 hours to go of canning, and it's just like, oh, I just need to get this out to you because I've had a word for you for the last week and a half, but I just haven't been able to give it to you to do the reading, so it's now or never. Okay. Anyway, the word for all of the air signs was, I got a picture of a mountain with snow on it, and it's a really tall big one, you know, like as a child if you were to draw a mountain that was snow capped, it's that. And my guide said to me, tell them to look up, you know, they're to look up. And I sort of was like, well, what's that about? I have no idea what that's about. So I meditated just for a little bit longer, and my guide just said, look, there are aspirations and things in your life that the air signs need to start fulfilling. Instead of seeing these dreams as just daydreams, to actually step forward into it, because it's not going to manifest itself. So I was like, okay, that sounds good. And then I got a picture of somebody who wants to be an artist one day, and they're going through the thought process that, well, I've got to go to art college or possibly go to university, and once I've done all that, then possibly I could get an art studio and all of this. And my guide said that there are other ways you can have the same effect. So if you're just drawing or painting or photography, get it out on one of the media platforms. Do a video and of you drawing or whatever, and zoom it, speed it up, and you'll be amazed how many people are really fascinated by those. Or put your pictures on, I don't really want to say kind of other platforms, but you know what I mean, you know the platforms. Take photographs of them, download them, put them up. You'd be amazed how many people go, wow, I really want to buy that. So don't look at things as there's only one academic avenue to do it. People will buy, people will enjoy what they see and what they pass by and notice, whether it's internet or physically. It's the same process. If you're putting your artwork out there for people to see, they will enjoy it and they will want to purchase it. So if you have that daydream, you're being asked to step forward and actually make it happen. Right, okay, hopefully you understand that. That came out, but let's have a look here. Hotline. So you have a hotline to your guide. Sorry about you all know, if you're on here, it's always cold. I always have my dressing gown on over my clothes. But you've got the hotline. You've got the hotline card, so you have a hotline to your guide. Your guide knows exactly, we'll keep that smooth and easy there, but your guide knows what you want, and if you've got a very industrial guide like I have, he will want to help you to progress, and physically, mentally, emotionally. I mean, mine's very interested in helping me with my life and on a practical way, not just emotionally, but in every way. So just realise you've got someone that's just there to help take care of you and help you manifest things for your life. Don't just think your guide's only interested in, you know, the woo-woo aspect of life, because I don't think it is. I've never ever thought that. But you know, I've been talking to my guide since I was a teenager. If I wanted something because I needed it, and even just to bless me, my guide always you know, found a way to get it to me, and I expected that to happen. So the expectation was there of abundance from me from a very early age. Right, I'm just going to do this now, enough talking. It's a general with a look at love very briefly, and have a look at finances, and I will be doing clarification because my guide said to me, you need to do more, give more advice. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm not giving enough advice. I'm probably a little bit. Okay, so this is all about stability in your life, giving you stability. I'm still going to cut, it flew out, but I'm still going to cut. So we have contentment here. I always view that as a great card. We have change, door opening, door closing. A death will be coming, but I see it as another door opening, door closing situation. Oh, what's her name now? Oh, what's she called? Oh, she's one of my favourites, but I always have her written up because I always forget. Let me see if I can get the piece of paper. I always write it on a piece of paper. Oh, that's it. Higher Source Tarot, wonderful lady. When she gets the Tower card, she always says, let go or be dragged, and it tickles me every time she says it. I love it. So let go or be dragged. You're coming into something new. This is at present. So if it was upright, I'd be saying you are in it right now, where this to me is more, you can't see it at the moment, but it will become clearer that you are going through a door closing, door opening scenario. But in the future, you've got the stability of Pentacles coming in, and you know, Pentacles is all about that success or health, family, stability, determination on worldly matters. So I quite like that. Right, so I think with that, let's keep that upright. I prefer that upright because I can say either way. So the advice is to be more of Page of Swords. Now, Page of Swords, he is not as confident in going into the fray as the Knight of Swords. So having that upside down, that confuses the poop out of me. But I would say here you're being asked to be confident. So I'm just I don't like the pages. You know, they always get cards, you don't really get them. I don't get them upside down. I never have been able to really understand them. But I always see the Page of Swords as being somebody who's got the tool to, through communication, clarity of mind, even going and talking to people, pushing yourself out there. But he's not as confident as the Knight of Swords. He's looking backwards and he's going, yeah, I kind of know what I should be doing, but I'm not yet fully into pushing myself forward. So if that's upside down, that is, God, I don't know. I'm going to ask my guide about that one. Sorry, sometimes just things don't work out. And then victory will come. So you can't see it at the moment, but victory will be coming into the future. Not yet there, but will be. That's brilliant. Not yet there, but will be. And here, you're not quite there, but you will be. I think you've got to start. I think what I'm getting here is you've got to start to make these dreams a little bit more stable. To make these have more clarity. I don't think you've got the clarity yet in your mind of how it's going to work, this dream, for more stability. I think you've got to hone it a little bit better and it will bring you more stability. That's kind of, yeah, okay, I've got that now. So, gosh, it's all about swords then for relationships. Oh, good grief. Decisions are being made at the moment. These can be, I've changed my mind with the Two of Swords because I see her rested in a really positive place. She's keeping her balance, and it is about choice, it is about partnerships with the Two of Swords. But I see her as quite serene, she's very protective, and I feel that she has a certain amount that she's keeping to herself. But judgment is coming. And, you know, when we look at Judgment card, it's always about that rebuilding, releasing, transformation, rising. There are repercussions coming here. So I don't quite know what that is about, but we can take a quick look. Gosh, they're all upside down at the moment. Ooh, okay, gosh. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards. So with financing then, I don't think you've been as confident as you could have been, but I see here somebody who is confident, I think, in the mind. I just don't think you're pushing yourself forward enough. I think there needs to be more confidence. I don't know what in, but I do have here the Star card. So something's coming to a fruition, something's coming forward financially that's going to give you a real turnaround event. So when I get Justice, I always just see it's the coin is going to be flipped. The coin is going to be flipped. So whatever situation you were in, it's now going to be flipped. So if the advice I think it's about turning around whatever you weren't feeling confident in. I think it's turn it around so that you can start off something brand new, make it manifest, and I think it will change and turn your situation around. I think this is a lot to do with confidence. And something in the relationships, it's about holding back. I think there's been some sort of holding back. I think you've been growing in the mind, clarity. I think something's been bubbling to the surface, and it's going to change everything, because you've got judgment and justice. You've got, so it's almost like somebody who is either walked into a fantastic relationship or partnership, business partnership, and it's going to turn everything around. And I just think it just needs that little bit extra detail-minded attention to, you know, to the details of your dreams. Or it is about leaving something and doing something on your own as an independent person. But it is a let go or be dragged moment. You are going to bring the turnaround in your life financially yourself. It's going to come from your efforts. But you are being supported by the universe, because we've got an awful lot of blue backgrounds in the cards. You are a natural manifester, whether you realize it or not. But I see here in relationships, that something that probably either has been put off or delayed or started at the very early stages is like a car that's at the top of a hill, and you know, you take the brakes off and it just naturally goes down the hill faster and faster. I feel it's a foregone conclusion that the Judgment card was here. So this can be with relationships, family, friends. But over here, this is fantastic. You're being asked to do something. You're being asked to have a lot more confidence, and there's something to put your mind into in order for you to get justice. But you're going to have to put your best foot forward. Right. I am going to leave that for now, and get on with the next. But this is for Gemini, but I do have the feeling that Libra's is going to be sort of similar. Okay. Bye. Hello. Hi Aquarians. Let's do your general reading with a bit on relationships and a bit on finances. And hopefully a bit of advice on what I get. Now, you've got the smooth and easy. I hope that comes in. Sorry about the lighting. I should have done this in daylight. But anyway, smooth and easy. So go, whatever's the easier route for the last 2 weeks of December, I would just take that. To me, smooth and easy just means don't get too angry about things. Go calmly, enjoy and be in the present. Don't make something that's easy hard. Sit back and relax. Okay. One last shuffle. Didn't like that, let's do it again. I like to well shuffle my cards. Okay. So in the past then, so we've been contented. This is great. I'm not going to do reverses, I don't think. I don't fancy doing reverses. Right, so there's some sort of move, and it can be the sort of move where it's a physical, it can be a physical move, or it can be a move where emotionally you're just distancing yourself. It was upside down, so it's coming. You don't know it yet, but it is coming. And you're keeping stum. Because fours are stability. You've got the 3 swords on the wall of growth and expression and groups and being creative. But you're keeping something back. You're biding your time. Okay. So you're sitting in a victorious place. You're feeling the victory, but your advice is I quite like this card of the 5 of Swords because it's you do you take care of you. Put yourself first. And yes, it might pee some people off, but I'd rather get that than the person opposite me if I do a partnership spread. if I get the 5 of Swords there, I'd be like, ooh, yeah, okay, this is somebody who's going to put themselves first always in a situation. So bearing that in mind, before we even get to the other cards, you're being asked to put yourself first. It is 5, which is conflict, which promotes change. But in essence, this is about somebody being selfish, and that's fine, because you'll weather the storm. Keep a little bit stum, keep a little bit behind, don't push it all out there. Because the situation, you've got 2 5s here. You've got 2 6s here. Wow. So these always mean harmony, cooperation, and moving towards stability, growth and community. It's victorious. I mean, these are great cards, apart from the fact that you've got moving towards something better, but you're being asked to keep stum. Now the situation around it is control. Establishments. And to clarify here, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So it's an opportunity to plant a seed somewhere. So keep stum and put yourself first. Okay, I can't remember having that one before. Good grief. Wow. Okay, so in love, we've been in the establishment in love. So this can be family, it can be a long-standing relationship of all sorts, friends, family, lovers. But you're being asked here to create balance, moving forward, nurturing, and again the secrets. Because the Star does what the High Priestess only thinks about. She sits and bees. Let me cover up her boobs. The Star, yes, she's pouring into the land, and she's causing regeneration. But here you've got the High Priestess of going within, and there's a certain amount of retrospection that needs to happen. We'll have to come back to that. Let's pull anyway. Finances. King of Swords. Amazing. Chariot. Amazing. So you are pushing forward, moving forward, pushing forward, and you'll have financial freedom. You won't see it just yet, but it is coming. I mean, this is upside down. I don't actually like to do reverses, but to me, it's just not quite there yet. So the sun upright is, yay, it'll be sunny, where this, upside down, you're not yet recognising it for what it is. I need to think about that more. Usually when you have a general spread, there's a particular side that you can see your thoughts are mostly on, like see, if you're thinking about yourself and you're keeping things behind, I automatically think that this is about relationships. This whole bit is about, because the High Priestess keeps secrets. But here with the 7 of Chariots, where we have decision and assessment and decision making, also there you also, in order to have stability, you do generally have to keep quiet, keep some secrets, don't throw pearls to pigs, that sort of thing. But you're leaving the establishment. There's something about the establishment, you're leaving it behind. And I think there's plans, but you're keeping them to yourself, which would be wise. Whenever I look at the star, this is a conduit moment. It's a centering moment. But when I see that, it's more like you've left a marriage and you're feeding yourself. You're dwelling in your own doing you. It's a period of you doing you. So let's look advice. Let's look for words of advice. I'm going to put advice there, advice there, advice on that one, and advice here. Right, so keeping plans for growth and stepping back a little bit gives you the 10 of Cups. So you've got the 9 of Cups here. And it is going to bring you to the 10 of Cups with new opportunities. Wow. You've got the 10 of Swords. Okay. So you know you've got to put yourself first right now. And the 10 of Swords is all about you know and understand how this game works. You've learned all the lessons that you've needed to learn in order to go forward to the next chapter. And blow me down, you've also got the 10 of Wands here. For me, the 10 of Wands is, again, it is a restart. And with that particular 10, it's talking about understanding the energy of how to manifest in your life. You know it all, because the 10s are the completion. They are the understanding of what you've done in the past and what works for you, and you're okay now to apply it into your new past, your new lesson, your new cycle, with all of the understandings you've completed through the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of wands previously. I don't see the Ten of Swords as somebody who has got a load of swords in their back and who is left for dead. I see this as somebody who's put all of those lessons in the past and has learnt from all of his mistakes, but also learnt from all of his successes. So you've got 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and 10 of Cups. Now, on the swords, on the sun rather, you've got here the 7 of Swords. So this is again assessment. You're taking with you what's going to work, and you're leaving stability in its place. This person is, I kind of call the 7 of Swords disaster averted. They're leaving 2 swords behind, which keeps everything balanced, and they're taking the 5 of disaster and conflict. They're taking them with them so that disaster is averted. It has been stopped. So you're being told to do that. You're being told to do what you need to do in order. So there's something that you have got to put forward, action that you've got to accomplish, or a thought process you've got to work through, which will avert disaster. And then the Sun card will be turned upright. So I was looking at the Chariot card and I was thinking, what is that about? And it's making choices, because this is about assessment and decision making, reflecting on, and you're definitely in your head in both of these. Choices, 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 choices. But these are going to lead you, this cognitive navel gazing is going to lead you to the 4 of Wands. It is, all of these thoughts and preparations are giving some stability into your plan, and be aware that it's all needed. And sometimes we have to formulate our plans so they're solid before we set off into doing what we need to do. I'm a Taurus. That's all we ever do. We are forward planning, forward planning, forward planning. Seeing every single avenue that could go wrong so that we can plan ahead for any future sort of, we look for the weakness in a link, and then we look to bolster that so that the situation is, I don't want to use the word, but bulletproof. And that's what the 7 of Swords is about. It's making a situation bulletproof, and it will give you the freedom of the Sun. It will give you that sense of peace, because you've blocked all the holes in the bucket up. I'm going to leave that there. I'm quite amazed that you, and these are well shuffled, and you've got 3 tens for advice. And when you get the 3 tens or 4 tens for advice, it's know who you are. You are capable of doing whatever it is that's being asked of you, or what you wish to accomplish. You've got all the information. You've just got to be a bit more confident, a bit more classy, sassy, and savvy. You'll have that victory that you are wanting. But there's something about keeping it to yourself comes to my mind. All right then, well done, Aquarians. Great reading, really. Fantastic. Hello, Libras. I'm really sorry that you are the last. Hopefully you've listened to the intro. I'm hoping I will just timestamp these, but I might not. I might put these separate. I'm struggling to get anything to download at the moment. It's taking all day and all night, 24 hours before I can download something onto YouTube. So anyway, right, so let's look at, remember you're looking up to that mountain, and go forward with whatever it is you've been daydreaming about and put it into action. Start the process of doing it. Don't just talk about it or think about it. Entangled. I never had that one before. Briefly, let's look at it. Noting that it's 13, leading on with gematria, add them together, it's 4. 4 is manifesting some form of stability. Ooh. You would probably call what's about to happen synchronicity, or maybe even coincidence. Au contraire, the big truth is you are already connected to everything and everyone. Quantum physics has its own name for it, entanglement. Ah, I get it now, quantum entanglement. The reason it appears that all ducks are lining up on your behalf right now is because you're finally paying attention. Let the games begin. Wow, well, that kind of coincides to what I've been saying anyway, so yay. Thank you, tarot cards. So we're going to do a general with a little bit of love and a little bit of finances, and generally it shows me what you're focusing on, because the different sides tend to stick to one main area. Not always, but it does tend to. I loved Aquarians, that was a really good one. And so was Gemini's as well. Anyway, it's just a general reading. And I'm going to do another shuffle. And then we'll get started. Oh, they won't shuffle. Oh my goodness. Okay. Give it and make sure it's definitely good. Okay. So, with that quantum entanglement, we have lessons learned with the 10 of Swords in the past. All the lessons, I view it as a very positive card. This is someone who is now just leaving one cycle and going forward into a new one. Holy moly. Yes, you really are. Wow. What did I say? Full card. The energy is behind you. You know what you're doing with your mind, and you've got all the information to do with swords, you know, the conscious mind, sharp edges of truth, justice, you know. You have full evolution in the past here. But you've also got the 10 of Wands as being you. So you've got that passionate drive, ambition, intuitive. You've manifested before, you know how to do it, and you are definitely on to a new life experience, and it's coming in fast. And when we look at the 8, it's all about, with the 8 of Wands, it's all about that accomplishment. I can feel that anticipation of action, and mastery. So what are you going to be mastering? Oh, so work is going to be coming up. You're going to be very industrious, and you're going to be accomplishing something. The advice is go for it. Knight of Wands. Wow. Ooh, Judgment. So a whole situation. So the situation is turning, and as I said, I think it was with Gemini, judgment is transformational and rebuilding, releasing the re's, yeah? There's repercussions of something you did before. Now you've got the repercussions of what happened before, or what is about to happen. There is going to be something that you're not going to be able to stop. Wow. Okay, so we'll put it with love. You've got, right, okay. Oh. With the King of Pentacles, this is someone who's entrepreneurial, has great confidence in his own security. You know, he is abundant and materially very affluent, and gaining wealth is innate ability. But this is in relationships, not finances. So this is somebody very confident who has left behind at the present. You've got 5 of chaos or control or conflict. But what's on top is 3, which is progression. So this person is progressing forward, leaving the chaos behind, which is going to leave you in the future in a much better position. In the past, you have, I know this card can often be seen as, he looks a bit maudling there, but if you just look at the fact that it is 4, I think, you know, there was some sort of structure or stability here, because it really, this is one of the cards I would love to change, because it's whether you go by gematria or whether you go by the picture. So if I was to get this with, let's say, oh gosh, Tarot de Marseille, it would just be, there's a foundational or structural situation here that you are leaving, but it's going to better things, or it's going to teach you better ways. And it can be physically moving away, or it can be just as simple as, I'm done, I'm going to deal with this in a different way emotionally. So finances, 10 of Pentacles, oh my goodness, we've got the 6 of Cups, and leading to the 4 of Pentacles. I love the 4 of Pentacles. It's, again, it's stability, it's structure, it's force, it's foundations. This person knows what to do with his money. He's holding on to it because it is going to give him that stability. I mean, yes, here you've got 6 of cooperation. So at the moment, there's a certain amount of cooperation or community. Or it could be hierarchy even, give and take, being blessed. I don't know, there's cooperation, so working together, being blessed. But you're coming here from the place of the Ten of Pentacles, which is fantastic. So in the Ten of Pentacles, you knew, I mean, Ten of Pentacles, you know what you need to do. You've experienced the ways of making money, but to go straight into the Six of Cups is kind of I mean, it's a difficult one for finance, because there's a certain amount of hierarchy here. Looking at the present and stop focusing on the past sort of advice, and keep hold of your money, keep a good eye on it, something like that. So let's quickly look for some advice then. But I mean, you know, so you're going to watch something growing a little bit closer into the future. I hope you can see that. Is that visible? So even closer, you're going to see something progress. Well, the advice has been just to go for this new place, and you'll get that Wheel of Fortune. Go for it. King of Pentacles. You've got the Nine of Wands. Advice for the King of Pentacles for the future. I always see it as an end of something. Recognize a completion somewhere. There's a completion somewhere in your relationships. And if you do recognize that it is an attainment of something, a progression, a fruition of something, a completion of something, all that energy that you put in, it's now going to pay off. Because you're going to have that King of Pentacles moment, that King of Pentacles feeling. With the atmosphere of judgment, the situation, rather, you've got the Six of Cups. Holy moly. So again, you're back to this community. Is there a two-way street here? Might you have to lean on some form of benefit, possibly, for a bit, while you work out what you need to do? I don't know. But sixes are always about cooperation. So cooperate, with the situation and the people that you need to cooperate with as you walk into this judgment situation. Because as far as I can see, you absolutely are on a new path. So I would go with the flow. Go easy. Go with the flow. You're meant to be going through what you're meant to be going through, because it's taking you to somewhere different. So with this finances then, oh, somebody rang just when I was doing that. Sorry. Okay, so the advice over on the 6th then, where you are at present, you've got the 10 of Swords. So I kind of would just, recognise, because this is a completion, end of a cycle, start of a new one. You're going to have to be flexible, I think. I think you're going to have to be flexible. I think you're going to have there's going to have to be some cooperation in order to move into this place of stability and a new path for your life. I'm going to leave that there because I just know this person's going to ring me back again. Hold on. Anyway, have a great Christmas. Bye.